So, our son has this amazing organic garden where he grows corn, tomatoes, zucchini, onion, garlic, melons, pumpkin, potatoes, and celery, just to name a few. It's always nice to be the recipient of his hard labor so we can enjoy wonderful dishes like this stir-fry sesame chicken. Recently, he's had a bit of an overgrowth of celery. He's blessed us with enough to start our own celery stand, so I got busy looking up ways to use it. Did you know that dried herbs in the store can get quite costly? And if you want organic ones, you're going to pay a premium price for those. Those cans are under a half ounce and they really don't taste that great. This organic celery is much more flavorful than the grocery store variety we've come to accept. We love to add it to our stir fry, and recently I've made a fabulous cream of potato and celery soup that the hub said was the best I've ever made. It's all about the ingredients. So, what does one do with 12 pounds of organic celery? Well, you start by hosing it all down and separating it from the leaves and filling a well-sanitized sink full of cold water. Swish them around and make sure the dirt's all off. Drain them well. Nip off the brown ends and chop. These next steps are necessary for freezing. If you just freeze the celery as it is, it'll turn to mush. Blanching it ensures that the celery stays intact and won't clump in the freezer. After chopping, pour the celery into a pot of boiling water and set your clock for 2 minutes. When the 2 minutes are up, turn the boiling water off and remove all celery into an ice bath. Once it's cooled down, you can drain your celery well and pour it out into even layers over a cookie sheet that's lined with a tea towel or napkins. I have some old dining napkins that work just fine for me. Spread out the celery on an even layer in the cookie sheet and line the top of it with yet another napkin or tea towel. Then you're going to gently blot to absorb most of the moisture. Next, line another cookie sheet or pan with another clean, dry napkin or tea towel and cradle the celery in its original napkin, pouring it out onto the clean, dry towel, using it like a funnel, and again spread it around in an even layer. Add another napkin or parchment paper on top, and you can just stack your cookie sheets up and freeze them for about an hour or more. Once frozen, you can see how the celery is not clumping together, but staying nicely in pieces. Again, you're going to remove the napkin from the cookie sheet and cradling the napkin like a funnel, just like this, you're going to hold it and place it into a gallon Ziploc baggie, and all of those little pieces are going to pour nicely into your bag, just like that. Perfect. Now they're ready for cooking all your soups and stews and stir fries this winter. I put them in the freezer right next to my celery leaves, where I've taken all the air out of the bags just by pushing it down before sealing them. Let me show you how we did that. And yes, you can freeze them without blanching. They may lose some of their crispness when they're thawed, but you can just swish them around in some cold water and make sure that they're nice and clean. These celery leaves only took one washing. You know they're clean when there's no dirt settling in the bottom of the sink. And did you know that these celery leaves are a great source of antioxidants and vitamins that can help with digestion and blood pressure and even bone health because it has high vitamin K and calcium content? I'll list some other health benefits of celery in the description of this video. And once your celery leaves are clean, just dry them overnight on napkins and put them in that gallon bag, squeeze all the air out, and freeze them till you're ready to use them. If you found this video useful, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.